Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk honestly to you about what maternity life looks like for me. Not the aesthetic version, not the Instagram version, not the TikTok one or the one that makes it to the glam. I'm here to give you the real tea of what it feels like. Before maternity leave, my life was very structured. It revolved around food. Oh, sorry, talking about food. Before now, my life looked more structured because it revolved around attending meetings, responding to emails, setting up meetings, going for home visits, arranging some type of meeting with the GP professionals, and all of those things. So it made me somehow feel like a superstar, just commanding a lot of things to happen. It was good because then it made me really pump up, and I enjoyed it. But right now, it feels a bit slow, or very slow, I must say. Time looks completely different for me. Night blur into day and day blur into night. I know the dates, but sometimes I lose track of if today is Monday, Tuesday, or those things. Even though I have two kids who are in primary school at the moment, I still need some checking here and there to look at my calendar to tell me what time or the day of the week it is. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying this phase of my life. Productivity has taken a whole different turn for me right now. One of the biggest adjustments for me has been stepping out of my professional mode into a full-time mom caring for my children. As a social worker, we're trained to be alert, responsive, emotionally available all the time. Maternity leave has actually forced me to slow down in ways that I didn't realize possible. At first, it felt almost uncomfortable and unsettling. I was used to being in a professional mode all the time. I was used to constantly being needed at work, either on duty, running around like a superwoman, or going to attend to a family's needs. Now I'm needed in different ways. And that shift has brought us a lot of emotions for me. Before I became a social worker, was a stay-at-home mom, and I enjoyed looking after my kids. I enjoyed that season of my life where it was just about me, my children, my husband. It made me feel very good. But then after my second daughter, I felt I needed more. I felt to go back into work. So I picked up a fashion registration form. I became a designer, was making clothes. That season of my life felt fulfilling and enjoyable. However, I still felt like I needed more for myself. I decided to move abroad to pick up a social work degree. I can become a social worker because I've always seen myself in the capacity of caring for people, fighting for justice, fighting for their needs to be met. I picked up interest in social work even as a biology teacher from a very young age. I think I was about 19, 20 then. I really wanted to become a social worker. Now that I've shifted back to the position of being a full-time mom, it kind of brings back those old emotions that I really enjoyed when I was just caring. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy working with families. I enjoy the adrenaline pump in me each time I see a child in need or a family in need, and then I need to work hard to make sure they get their needs sorted. It pumps my blood. It makes me feel happy, especially when I see that need met. However, this season is teaching me to slow down and to savor every moment around me. People don't always ask. Yes, there is love. Yes, there is bonding. There is me time sometimes. There is baby time. There is baby cuddles. But there's also a loss of structure, loss of professional identity, even temporarily, is a lot to deal with. And when you're in this new version and learning who you are can be actually a lot. I remember after my baby was born, she was just about 4 weeks old at the time, and I started to feel like, what actually is going on here? How long will this be for? I was still healing. I was in severe pain at the time because I birthed my daughter through a cesarean section. It was a whole lot of pain. I needed some type of distractions to take my mind off it. I was happy seeing my baby, that the whole pain wasn't for nothing. It was a very enjoyable feeling. However, the loss of structure was still something that I couldn't come to terms with, honestly. I've also noticed how deeply social work shapes you as a person. Social work is not just a profession. To me, it became my lifestyle. Even on leave, your mind doesn't entirely shut off. You still reflect, you still carry experiences of other people, you're still thinking of what you should do for a child and their families. Maternity leave has given me space to process my ASYE journey in a way that I couldn't while I was in that survival mode. So it's a win-win. I'm happy I'm off work now with my baby. At the same time, I still miss the structure. What I'm learning in this season of my life is that rest doesn't always feel restful at first. Sometimes slowing down brings everything together and it makes more sense. And that's okay. If you're a social worker watching this right now and you're approaching maternity leave, or you are on maternity leave, even if you've just come out of it, please know that there is no right way or other way you could have done it if you've just finished your maternity leave. What you're doing is the right thing. What you will be doing is the right thing. What you have done is the right thing. It couldn't have been any better. It couldn't have gone any other way. You don't have to be productive. You don't have to have it all figured out. You're allowed to just be yourself, nothing extra. This season is teaching me patience, softness, and self-compassion. When I'll carry back when I resume work, and things I've learned about myself. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you in the next video. If this resonates with you, please hit on the subscribe button and click on the notification. If you're a new social worker, this is the channel you want to be, because you will see a video from me at least 2 times in a month. If this content is what you want to see more of, please stick around, come back to our previous videos to check if there is anything you would like to see, and please let me know in the comment section more ideas you want me to talk about, more ASYE journey, more ASYE good or bad sides. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.